having like the 5 different sets of tires, was there one that you preferred, or one that I guess made the Xfinity car the most fun?
They were all fun in their own ways. We started on the tire that we've run here in the past, and then there was another tire that had like just a different construction. I guess they were all the same compound but different constructions, and one had like a stiffer sidewall that I feel like tightened the car up, and then there was like a freer option of that that made it hard and it made it fun, and like the sun was coming out at the same time, so that was interesting. And then we had one that had like 15 millimeters more stagger, so I think I heard Austin saying like they came right back in. I just ran like 15 straight with it, and yeah, just the back of the car was just turning for you. Yeah, and this place is so technical and hard anyway, so kind of ran that after lunch, like in the heat of the day, and made it really fun. Like if the whole field was on it, obviously we'd all make our cars better to that tire, but yeah, we don't get these a lot, right? So these are so valuable. Our 20-minute practice sessions, they've changed the rules a little bit, like we can change a little bit more with the cars now, but you just have to show up good and be good in practice. And if you're just okay, sometimes you can get good. But yeah, it's just really hard. So being able to come and visit them things today is awesome.
Well, that was going to be my follow-up, is just, being like with Haas for this first year, I mean, how crucial is this all-day test, being able to work with like just your team, your crew chief, just everyone?
Yeah, I mean, just, again, so valuable for us. Really, I mean, I guess we've run Speedways, the road course, and then Phoenix, Vegas now. So I feel like we've just kind of been running kind of what Cole and Riley have been good with in the past. And I thought Phoenix, we were okay, qualified second, and we're running around the top 5 when they got crashed. But yeah, I thought we were close, like a few things to definitely work on. I think the 41 team felt the same. And then last week we were just okay, kind of both of us. Weren't great, weren't terrible, just around that 10th place, range. So today was really nice, just being able to come to a mile and a half. I feel like they're different, but this might be the closest to Vegas. I don't know, this place is a lot rougher than Vegas. So yeah, just got to visit some things that we thought we struggled with, in Vegas, and yeah, felt like some things helped a lot and other things I didn't quite like. So just being able to do that and change like shocks and springs in the race car can go a long way.
Is this your first time driving with Cup cars on the same track while you're driving an Xfinity car?
Yeah, I got passed quite a few times throughout the day, and yeah, I guess you don't realize how much faster their corner speed is. Like, they're not even lifting all the way out of the throttle, or maybe just a little bit, probably not a lot of brake, if any, and we're like slowing the cars down with the brakes after a handful of laps on tires. So yeah, a few just blow your doors off, and it's crazy. Like, you'll be going down the straightaway with them, and like the pocket of air those cars make, I entered behind one of them, and you're just like not out of control, but just way less grip behind them, just like that pocket of air they punch. So yeah, it was kind of cool, but they're so much faster, and then their tire fall off is probably not what ours. I don't know, I wasn't looking at their lap times all day, but I'm sure it's half of what ours is.
And then you've run great at Homestead in the past. Sam's a former winner. Thinking about this test not only for Charlotte but also the weeks up ahead, do you guys feel like you found what you wanted to find from this?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, definitely will be better, I feel like, than we were at Vegas. Found a couple of things in the car that I really liked. So yeah, I think we'll probably move forward with some of those things.
Thank you.
I was just curious.
They have to have a car that's a lot tighter, and I like a pretty loose race car, so like I like to be hunting the bottom, and it just works for me. That's kind of where my bread and butter is, and yeah, hopefully if I'm getting beat by somebody and they're running the fence, I'm going to go up there and run it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do as good as they are, but I'm going to go up there and at least try and figure it out and run it. But I just hope the track is similar to what it was last year, and I think we'll be pretty good there.
Austin, it's so rare to be able to test in NASCAR. How important is it to have this tire test today, and what did you learn?
Yeah, you know, I really got to thank Goodyear and NASCAR for allowing me to do this. They could have picked anyone in the field, and they let us do it. So, yeah, I learned a lot. You know, we went through a lot of different tire compounds and stuff, and some that had a lot of stagger and some that had some different right rear feel to it, like a harder tire, softer tire, that type of stuff. And yeah, I mean, it was pretty fun just seeing the differences in the tires. I mean, there was one tire I was so loose we had to come in right away and tighten the car up because we were just, you know, out of control sideways. So it's neat being able to come here and do a Goodyear tire test and see the different tire compounds and like what they do to this specific racetrack. It seemed like the tire that they're planning on running here at Charlotte worked really well for our car, and it really reacted to changes and things of that nature. So I think we got a lot out of the test, and hopefully we get to do more of these tests. It's fun being able to come and test and do all these things because, like you said, we don't get to do this anymore in NASCAR. So being able to be a part of this is pretty special.
This is, I believe this is the first time your Xfinity career where Homestead will be in the spring and not in the playoffs in the fall. What track changes can you expect just from the different time of the year, different temperatures, and so on?
Well, so the good thing about it is we were actually looking yesterday. I was up at RCR and we were looking at all the data and everything that we did last year, and the temperature is supposed to be very close, within a couple of degrees of what it was last year. So that's in our favor. I think when the race starts, we're starting about 30 minutes different. And then I think we saw about 45 minutes longer before the sun sets. So our car was really good in the sun, and then it got even better in the nighttime when the nighttime came. So, you know, if it ends up being just a day race in general for us, I don't think that's going to affect us much. The biggest thing is, you know, you never know each year how much the track actually changes just from sitting and going through the weather. But the good thing about it, we wasn't there not too long ago. You know, like we were just there, you know, a few months back. So I really don't think the track's going to change a whole lot. The biggest thing is just going to be that track is very sensitive to temperature and sensitive to cloud cover, or if it's sunny out, that type of stuff, or if it's day or night. So if it's going to end up being similar to what it was last year, I think we're going to have a really good shot at it, like we did, you know, the year before.
Was it odd having Cup cars out there at the same time as you guys, or did you even notice?
No, that's a good question. The Cup cars just have so much more grip than the Xfinity cars do. You know, we have low downforce, low side force, so we can run some decent lap times for the first 5 laps, and then we fall off really hard, and it looked like the Cup cars didn't really fall off much. So, yeah, there were a few times they got to me and they blew my doors off, and when they got by me and I got behind them, it was the weirdest thing because their cars, just the way the diffuser works and everything, the buffer that they have, that those cars have, it was causing my car to do some weird stuff. Like even down the straightaway, it was kind of buffering the car around. So that was kind of interesting. You know, something that I've never felt before. You know, with having a Cup car out there versus an Xfinity car. But yeah, all in all, I mean, the biggest thing, those Cup cars just have so much more grip in the corner, and we're about the same speed down the straightaway. They just can get through the corner way faster than us.
Steven Stumpf of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.